tremendous Speedway fixture here tonight in the Elite League. In town tonight, well, a team that certainly look as though they're going towards that Elite League title, and certainly have great performances in recent weeks on away tracks and certainly on their home circuit. Upbeat so far this evening. They were washed out last night on the Sky television coverage, but certainly tonight here at Cowley Stadium, the home of the JT Commercial Oxford box of M Cheetahs, it's certainly going to be a tough encounter against the Eastbourne Young Eagles. Made it through the M25 tonight from Eastbourne. I know you're 2 points behind Kingsland, I think, at the moment in the Elite League table. Tonight, if you're successful, it will take you top. Obviously, our own Cheetahs are going to have a say in what happens in tonight's proceedings. Aren't we, Oxford? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on and introduce the sides here this evening. First of all, our opposition, and, well, he is the British Grand Prix champion. A character here at Oxford, a former cheetah, welcoming at number 1, the skipper of the Eagles, Martin Dugard. Another rider that needs really no introduction here at Oxford, at number 2, yes, another former cheetah, Dino Barker. Another rider certainly goes very well down on the Arlington circuit. At number 3, heeling up for the Eastbourne Eagles, David Norris. Well, a rider that will certainly see in action at Dalton Barracks in the World Long Track Cup, second round on Sunday. Welcoming our own, again, a former cheetah, Paul Hay. Well, moving on then, another rider who had a disappointing Grand Prix, but certainly a rider that's going very well for the Eagles this season. Number 5, Joe Screed. And the reserve for the Eastbourne Eagles. Well, he went out and tested that track last night at Eastbourne, wasn't happy with it. The reserve, number 6, the flying fin, Patrick Edco. And a rider that's recently been introduced to the Eagles side. He rode his first meeting when Oxford were down there back on the 22nd of July. Signed on loan from Premier League Reading. In place of Brent Collier, welcoming Forrester. Ladies and gentlemen, the number 2 in the Elite League at the moment, the Eastbourne Young Eagles. Okay then, you know the applause these Oxford fans for the Eastbourne Eagles. Come on, let's get behind the boys. They certainly need some encouragement. Welcoming then, the rider, number 1, the freak, Tom Wilson. Okay, at number 2, we know it's his farewell meeting before he moves to Bellevue next week. Welcoming the Danish international, Jan Stegman. While a rider that's still doing some work in the pits on his machinery, the skipper, Steve Johnson, number 3. Okay, so still work. Number 4 then, rider we mentioned to you that's suffering with flu at the moment. He's not here this evening. Rider replacement for Lucas Gribble at number 4. Welcoming though, number 5, our Super Serene, Jimmy Nielsen. Moving on to the reserves then for the Cheetahs this evening. At number 6, we've got his brother here, let's hope he doesn't catch flu, Alex Gribble. And a rider that's certainly looking to score some good points at the reserve position. Welcoming number 7, Mark Levin. Ladies and gentlemen, the JT Commercials, Oxford Box, the Cheetahs. Okay, so we've got all the skipper of Eastbourne, Martin Dugard, and also we've got Tom Wilson, who's deputy skipper for Oxford this evening, in place of John. Martin to clear. No, Martin goes tails, it comes down. Tails, Martin. Oh, yeah, that's word with the blue. Okay, they're going to consult in the camp, so okay, well, Martin Dugard has consulted with his riders and the team. We knew that as Eastbourne were elected to take gates 2 and 4 in heat number 1, so that's the left-hand column in your programme. Eastbourne win the toss to take gates 2 and 4 in heat number 1, the left-hand column in your programme. Anyway, we're ready for the action. Up to David then for heat number 1. Hey, so it's a good posting I have. Who is this? Would you go to the morning for the riders in heat number 1, and let's run down the line. This is 1 time
pilot in red, and second in blue, Martin Dugard in white, and Steve Barker in yellow. Sponsored by Boston FM, the local radio station on 102.6, 97.4.
Yes, thank you, David. Heat number one. What a meeting we have, as we've already said, in store against the Eastbourne Eagles this evening. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's make plenty of noise when you're Eastbourne or Oxford or a neutral fan. Let's get the atmosphere going here behind this Elite League meeting. Heat number one, sponsored by Boston FM, our sponsors, 102.6 and 97.4. All of the cheaters, each and every weekday, and the Speedway updates on the rest of the game. Heat number one, let's do it on inside, in red, the great Cowley. It's maximum points there for your two. Martin Dugard and Steve Barker in heat number one.
So the result of heat number one then, and which is quite rightly said, a good one for the Eastbourne Young Eagles with the winning yellow rag from Steve Barker. His winning time was 59.83 seconds. Second in white was Martin Dugard, and third in red of Wiltshire. So the 5-1 for the Eagles, and the time once again 59.83 seconds. There goes a 2-minute warning to the riders for heat number two. This one sponsored by Oxford Motors, 50 Road in Oxford. And the right Everett Alice Swivel riding in red, Mark Leverett in blue, Patrick Oker in white, and Terry Wester in yellow rag. Maximum points there for Oxford in heat number two. Great move there by Annie Scribble on that first and second bench to help his partner through, Mark Levin. For maximum points, we'll send the boys round for your applause and appreciation, because that certainly was excellent stuff there from the boys in heat number two. Home straight, get your air horns ready, let's applaud the boys. 5-1 watching there, number two, Annie Scribble and Mark Levin. What we needed there, David. All the scores back, 4 level, and go into heat number Let's crack it into the cheaters there with a winning red for Alice Dribble. His winning time was 60.02 seconds. Second in blue was Carl Lemon, and third in white, Patrick Coco. That 5-1 brings it level then after 2 heats, 6 points to each team, and the time once again 60.02 seconds. So heat number 3, this one's sponsored by Bob Watson Racing, Porsche specialist. Phone number in your program if you want to contact us. Let's look at the lineup then. Steve Johnson taking the ride in red. Jan Stegman, the rider replacement, in blue. David Norris is in white, and Will Hurry in yellow-black.
Yes, well, certainly a good one there for Oxford. 6 points apiece as we go into heat number 3. And where are we? Heat number 3 sponsored by Bob Watson Racing, a Porsche specialist. So if you want to buy a Porsche or get any details, then why not give them a call? So certainly 2 very good heats. One for Oxford. Let's see how heat number 3 goes. Off the inside, it's with the left leg on the back. Wide replacement. Jan Stegman. David Norris. And on the outside in yellow flag, Will Hurry. I think it's a good one there for Oxford. It's heat number 3. David, up to you.
Very good, yes, the race obviously stopped in the interest of safety, but it has been awarded, which means the winner in blue, Jan Stegman. Of course, no signs of this one. Second in red was Steve Johnson, and third in white, David Norris. So, a 5-1 then to the cheaters, which means now progressively after 3 heats, 11 to the cheaters, and 7 to the equals. Clearances, the sponsors of this one, and the lineup is Jimmy Nelson rounding red, R11 in blue, Joe Sweeney in white, and Per Wester in yellow black. Fine lead form at the moment for the Eastbourne Eagles, and certainly showing it again there. Excellent start into the turn off the gate number 4. Eagles fans, your race winner in white, Joe Screed. So Joe will be pleased with that opening heat win here this evening. But Oxford
of riders doing well in that one. Mark Lemon coming around obviously to check things, but we'll hand you over to David Hammond for the full result of number 4.
Thanks very much, yes. Joe Screen there, the winner of heat number 4 in white, in a time of 59.64 seconds. Second in blue was Mark Lemon, and third in red is Jimmy Hilton. A shared heat then, 3 points to each team, and after 4 heats, 40 cheaters, and 10 to the Eagles. The time once again, 59.64 seconds. Heat number 5, there you can see their entertainment and Doctor on this one. Steve Johnson then takes the ride in this one, the winner of race in blue is Alice Brunel, and in white is Martin Ducard, yellow flag, Steve Barker.
So then, heat number 5, this one's sponsored by Dave Seaver Entertainment. If you've got any functions you need discos or karaoke for, then why not give them a call and book them in. Okay, option 14, Eastbourne 10, there's only a tough pairing for the chief's opposition here. SRL fans, gate 2 in red, Steve Jensen. Gate 4 in blue, Alex Riddle. Gate 2, gate 3, yellow flag, Steve Barker. Good start there from Martin Dugard and obviously closing down into that turn, but Eagles fans won't mind. It pulls the points back all square. Maximum points again to Martin Dugard and Steve Barker in heat number 5. So, certainly scores moving either way in this particular meeting. We'll hand you over to David Hammond for the result of heat 5.
Martin Dugard there, the winner of that one, is white in a time of 59.77 seconds. Second in yellow flag was Steve Barker, and third in blue, Alice Brunel. So that 5-1 brings it level then, 15 points down to each team, and the time once again 59.77 seconds. So there goes 2-minute warning to the riders for the team number 6, and Trade Boat Club are the sponsors of this particular heat. Now Persia taking the right hand in this one, along with Jan Stegman in blue, James Green is in white, and Pearl Western in yellow flag.
turn. Your race winner in white, Joe Screen. Still nothing between the sides going in this meeting, but there is no impressive winner there in heat number 6. David, over to you.
Heat number 6 then, Joe Screen, the winner in white, in a time of 59.49 seconds. Second in red was Scott Wiltshire, and third in blue, Jan Stegman. They shared in 3 points to each team, so still level after 6 heats, and 18 points to each team. And the time once again, 59.49 seconds. So he goes to the morning, the lineup for heat is heat number 7, and the Good Times Youth Centre are the sponsors of heat number 7. Jimmy Wilson will take the ride in red, Alice Struggle in blue, David Norris in white, and Paul Hurry in yellow flag.
Okay, heat number 7, this one, Good Times Youth Centre, the sponsor this heat, Save a Life. So if you haven't given any blood recently or you're interested, then why not give them a call and check yourself in. It's certainly all worthwhile and possibly all the NHS service. So 18 points apiece between Oxford and Eastbourne. Let's do it then. We go into heat number 7. Take the red for Jimmy Wilson. He's on the outside in blue and it's Struggle. Eastbourne inside in white, David Norris. And then green, yellow flag, Paul Hurry. But come on, Oxford fans, let's applaud him as he comes round. He certainly had a difficult time in recent weeks with that injury, but we're seeing some form come back. The race winner in red, Jimmy Wilson! And Jimmy certainly will be pleased to get that particular result in heat number 7. So, no difference between the two sides, but a good one there for Jimmy. David, over to you.
Thanks, Richard. Yes, Jimmy Nielsen then, we're in heat number 7 in red, in a time of 59.68 seconds. Second in yellow flag was Paul Hurry, and third in white, David Norris. Another 3 all level score, 21 points to each team now though, with a time once again of 59.68 seconds. No sponsor for this one, but if you'd like to sponsor the heats in Cowley on the delivery programme, I'll give you all details. Right, Jan Stegman then taking a ride in red in this one, along with Mark Levin in blue. Steve Barker is in white, change reserves in yellow flag, Patrick Coco.
tonight's proceedings. Your race winner in white, through from second to first, Dean Barker. So the one FD, unlucky for Mark. Be a little bit disappointed with that one, but certainly encouraging form signs tonight here. So, good one there for Eastbourne. Over to Dave.
The number 8 then won by Dean Barker in white in a time of 60.21 seconds. And second, in blue was Mark Lemon, and third in yellow flag, Patrick Coco. That falls through the Eagles, gives them a 2-point advantage now, 23 to the Cheetahs, 25 to the Eagles. And the time once again, 60.21 seconds. Number 9, now go on the 2-minute time allowance. Steve Johnson then with the rider in red, the rider replacement in blue is Mark Lemon. The white is Joe Screen, and the yellow flag, Patrick Coco.
Showing some form. He must have been frustrated with his Grand Prix elimination early on last Sunday, but certainly showing some elite form that we've seen as in recent weeks, and doing it well there for Eagles fans. In white, your race winner, Joe Screen. So, Eastbourne keep that slender lead as we go into our last race, heat number 10 for our review. Anyway, up to date with the result of heat 9.
Yeah, so Joe Screen there, the winner of heat number 9 in white in a time of 60.18 seconds. Second in blue was Mark Lemon, and third in red, Steve Johnston. A shared heat, 3 points set to each team, so now after 9 heats, 26 to the Cheetahs, 28 to the Eagles. The time once again, 60.18 seconds. And for heat number 10, the last time we will take a short break, and this one is sponsored by Martin Murphy, who in fact sponsors the rider of the month. So, Tom Roger then taking the rider red in this one, Jan Steckman is in blue, David Norris in white, and Paul Hurry in yellow flag.
unofficial referee this evening's probably closed, but ladies and gentlemen, Eagles fans, I'm sure you'll applaud him. A race winner for the former cheater, Paul Murray. Obviously, we'll wait to see what happens. Jan's confidence that he's coming round, but as we say, we'll wait for the official decision of the referee. First, on this race to Belgium. Dave, over to you.
Yeah, what a cracking race that takes up to his winner in yellow and black. That was Paul Murray. His winning time 59.42 seconds. Second in red was Tom Wiltshire, and third in blue, Jan Steckman. A thrill, which means now it's 29 to the Tudors, 21 to the Eagles. And the time once again 59.42 seconds.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't know what the result was until David announced it, but as he walks back into the pitch, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Jan Steckman. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's move through. I think we're having all kinds of comments here about sponsorship from Vic and all kinds of things. But ladies and gentlemen, Martin Morphy's here, and he's about to do the presentation. He's got who's doing the presentation? Robbie's going to do the presentation, and that goes to the skipper of Oxford for his performances away from home during July and at home, Steve Johnson. So Jono is the rider of the month for July, and he receives his award, his present from Robbie. And he's... So, Mr. Gaisman is obviously getting his lenses organised for the Oxford Motor. He's used to doing this with podiums here for the greyhound. I say nothing. But Jono certainly pleased to receive the award. I know, Martin, you wanted to make a comment. What was your decision behind the award for Jono?
That's pretty weird, of course. You know, I don't know about the Speedway, but the beard's great.
Jono, just quick call. The reason for the beard, is it since the overseas at Paul?
Too lazy to show.
Nobody has sponsored you with a big razor, is that true?
Nah, change. Time for a change.
Design room is where you get more on the chin than on top now. Don't kind. Martin?
No, I think the team's had a tough time, but for the few people that I know that are involved, they're all so enthusiastic like Jono. His enthusiasm for the team remains, and again, that's good for us in the future.
Certainly is. Well, we thank you for presenting the award. Jono, you must be pleased to receive the award.
Yeah, great. I just wish I could pull my finger out and perform like I should tonight. Not having had a bad run this week. I've done a guest meeting on Wednesday and Thursday, and I've been having a lot of bike trouble, so I'd like to get that sorted before the end of the night and go to Wolverhampton and have a good one on Monday.
Crucial in the Heat 12, you're going to do that?
I'd like to, but you know, I haven't got a crystal ball, but I'll have a go.
Will do. Obviously, 2 points down the Cheetahs at the moment. Can we pull it back? The Eagles, Eastbourne, certainly a tough opposition wherever they go this season.
I'm saying nothing, because every time I say we can do something, we don't seem to do it, so we'll see.
Your lips are sealed. Let's move on to next weekend. Obviously, next Friday, you're not here because of the Intercontinental Final in Holsted in Denmark. Looking forward to that one?
Well, I was doing until I've had all these bike troubles. I think it's been going pretty well. I've had some half-decent meetings on away tracks, and things have been going okay in Sweden and stuff, and I was really looking forward to it, but at the moment you head to the shed a bit because the bikes aren't going like they should be coming up for a meeting like that. So yeah, like I said, I was going to try something the next ride, see if that works, and I've got Monday, I'm in Sweden Tuesday, so I can test a few things to get it right before the weekend.
But hopefully if the bikes go right, confident of Grand Prix qualification, looking forward to the T-Mark double next year?
Yeah, it'd be nice. At the moment, I think it's going to be sort of unrealistic to say I'm going to go to Denmark for the first. I mean, I've never ridden there before, to expect to go there for the first time and win the meeting, because only the winner goes through. I think it's sort of a bit ambitious. So it'd be nice to go there and finish in the next 6 and go to Germany, go to Evansburg and have a go there.
Well, we wish you well, Jono. We'll miss you next Friday, but we'll try and do the stuff here with Brian Anderson back in the lineup. But ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it. The rider of the man for July, sponsored by Marty Morgan, Steve Johnson. Right, ladies and gentlemen, here is Jan Steckman. Obviously, disappointing situation for Jan. He departed from the Oxford side this evening to take up his loan position with Bellevue for the rest of the season. Obviously, Jan certainly pleased with the performance tonight. We've got a trophy here, though. What's that all about?
Yeah, I thought it was after as soon as I've got the sack that I hand back the road of the intro beat. And I would just like to say thanks to all the fans. It's nice to get all the good comments that I have had, and it was great to see the poll on the internet, so thanks to those who voted for that. That's all I have to say, really. Thanks to John for being a good captain, and thanks for all your support. I appreciate it.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, all the difficult there next Friday for the Bellevue Aces on loan from Oxford for the rest of the season.
So we're ready to start the second half of our meeting tonight. A reminder of the score at the moment, 29 to the Tudors, 31 to the Eagles, as we come now to heat number 11. Then on up Oxford Limited, the Mercedes Benz about the cross centre. The main leaders in Edinburgh and Cassington, the sponsors of the right. The right left is Kelly Nelson driving in red, Alex Liddell in blue, Martin Dillard in white, and Steve Barker in yellow black.
So then we're ready for the return of action. Heat number 11, Oxford 29, Eastbourne 31. Certainly the boys have all the news there to lower the colours of the Eagles in the remaining heat on tonight's meeting. Heat 11 sponsored by Uniform Oxford Limited. There is Oxford Mercedes Benz. So come on, let's do a deal. Inside is there. Let's go for Jimmy Nelson. Let's do it for Alex Liddell. The Eagles then, well, plenty of good little turning. Take the lead, the yellow flag, Steve Barker. And on the outside, he's right, Martin Dillard.
Second in white was Martin Dillard, and third in yellow flag, Steve Barker. A shared heat, 3 points set to each team, so now after 11 heats, 32 to the Tudors, 44 to the Eagles. Time once again, 59.43 seconds. There goes the warning to the riders for heat number 12. The kits are cleared and sponsored by Oxford Motors, in fact sponsoring this heat number 12. The line left is Steve Johnson riding in red, Mark Levin is in blue, David Norris in white, and Patrick Oko in yellow black.
there in heat number 12. But up to fans, there's a good one. All square going into heat 13. That's what we want at least. Let's hear it for Steve Johnson and Mark Levin. And certainly we're going to take Joe around. He's quickly back to the pitch, but Joe, the race winner there in heat number 12. We will be pleased with that. As I say, typical 9 with mechanical gremlins, but certainly getting points there in heat number 12. David, your one for also.
Nice one, yes, heat number 12 then, and the winning red for Steve Johnston. His running time, 16.37 seconds. Second in white was David Norris, and third in blue, Mark Levin. And 4-2 then brings it back level after 12 heats, 36 points to each team. And the time once again, 60.37 seconds. 36 apiece. Two-bit warning for the riders for the seat number 13, and we thank Sean of H. IQ tyres for the sponsors of this one, and also the trade truck that we use here at Cowley. Right, Tom Wiltshire then takes the ride in red as well, along with Jimmy Nelson in blue, Martin Dugard in white, and Joe Screen in yellow-black.
Number 13. It was difficult to say before that how it's going to unfold, but certainly Joe Screen has got his form right for the Oxford Circuit in the guest booking, and he's certainly flying tonight. Room for the back there for the Eagles. Let's do it. Your race winner in yellow black, Joe Screen. But certainly congratulations to the Oxford Parents, Tom Wilson and Jimmy Nelson. Delegation. Certainly a good race there in heat number 13, but nothing between the sides. David, over to you.
No, calling up into quarter finish this one, isn't it? Heat number 14 though is a win for Joe Screen in yellow black. The 20 time was 59.92 seconds. Second in red was Tom Wiltshire, and third in blue, Jimmy Nelson. So, and forwards, full level, with 2 heats remaining. 39 points to each team, and the time once again, 59.92 seconds. Heat number 14, and Mark Levin will be the rider in red. Mark Levin in red then, as the red replacement, the reserve ride. And in yellow black will be Patrick Coco in place of Worcester. Patrick Coco in yellow black. So this one's sponsored by JT Commercials, the Land Truck Centre. It's the phone number in your programme, C14. So this is where we're going to get really shiny for us, because of this one it's Mark Levin riding in red. Alice Trimble will be in blue, Paul Perry in white, and Patrick Coco in yellow black.
Scribble, Patrick Oco and Mark Lemon. But certainly, the Eagles are in front again in heat number 14. David, over to the result.
Number 14 in white in a time of 61.11 seconds. Second in blue was Alex Dougal, and third in yellow flag, Patrick Oco. That 4-2 to the Eagles means now progressively after 14 heats, it's 31 to the Cheetahs and 43 to the Eagles. And the time once again 61.33 seconds. 61.11 seconds. Right, here we go then. Pens at the ready. Riding in red will be Jimmy Nielsen. Jimmy Nielsen in red. Riding in blue will be Tom Wiltshire. Tom Wiltshire in blue. Martin Dugard will be riding in white. Martin Dugard in white. And Joe Screen in yellow black. Joe Screen in yellow black. Unsatisfactory start. It will restart it with all four riders. Number 15 was stopped in the interest of safety, but it has been awarded by... So it's been a fantastic night for the Cheetahs here this evening. We wish Eastbourne well. They do seem to be the side to beat in the league campaign in the remaining weeks of the season. We wish them well. So coming forward then to the Cheetahs presentation is Mark Lemon from Montford, and David Willoughby, Steve Willoughby's son from Hampton Villa Guest House, presenting the award from the Patrons Lounge. Ladies and gentlemen, the award goes to Rider Knight, Mark Lemon.
half 3:14. But the result went our way, the boys did in E15.
Yeah, that's right, it's progress. Nice to see how the crowd is tonight. It's been a tough meeting against Eastbourne. We always knew it was going to be tough. So, right result. Same about the last race, but Speedway. First one, I'm pretty happy because I think it's some more general later, and I think it's going to come.
Well, it's certainly started to turn the corner. Paid 8 for your guest side 4 on Wednesday, and then paid 10 tonight. Certainly pleased.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, I was tough in queuing because I was doing some heavy and once I came back, I struggled with fitness and I had some bike problems as well, you know. So I think I've come through that. Looking forward to a good the team, especially with Brian coming in now. You know, it's pretty sad to see again, but you know, it's hard on being there. You know, I wish you well with you, and hopefully see all your fans back in next week.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. He's in the reserve, but he's done well tonight. Mark Levin, the rider of the night. We had a few words with him earlier. Let's have a quick word of chance. Well, it's a disappointing night for you from a personal point of view, but you've gone out with the cheaters on a winning note. Must be pleased with that.
Yeah, definitely. And whatever people say, you know, they kind of give me of not trying really. And it's nice to know that people appreciate that. And yeah, like I said earlier, I appreciate all your support. And yeah, get out.
It doesn't mate, but we wish you well at Bellevue. I want to see if the new challenge pull you up on that Manchester Stadium. You'll remember that page 13 when you were at that, so it could be a good sign for the future.
Well, hopefully, you know, yeah, we've got to start again and see what we can do, you know.
Okay, and we wish you well next Friday. Let's move on then to other riders. Ladies and gentlemen, let's say it. Let's bring him forward. He's got us ill at the moment, but well, what can we say? Alex Scrimmel, heat number 2, a win again. And he second place in E14. Must be pleased.
Yeah, very pleased.
Very pleased then.
Yeah, that's it.
What did you think in E14? What were you going to do?
I was trying to winning. That's it.
That's what we like to hear. Great team performance tonight.
Yes, it's true.
Brilliant. Looking forward to more green on Monday.
Yeah.
Good. Ladies and gentlemen, he's in reserve, but he's doing well. Alex Scrimmel. I'll tell you what the problem is. This man has had a month's holiday. That's why we've not won in July. Nicky it off at Fox event. He's been away. He's back tonight. We're winning again. Ladies and gentlemen, keep tuned to the Fox as sponsored on Fox event 102.6. Jono, we spoke to you earlier, but you did it in E12. You weren't sure where that bike was going to go, but you rocketed away and went with it. I think Lemo's pleased. You went on the rostrum tonight. Chug. Well done, the boys. Superb result.
Yeah, great. It was a good result in the end. You know, it's last season side is always tough. I was a lot happier after I spoke to you at the interval. Wasn't sure about bikes, so I jumped on my other bike and it seemed a lot better in my last ride. So even though I didn't really score as many as I should have, I feel a bit happier now that I won my last ride and the bike felt really good. So we won here and I'm pretty happy.
Commentary next week, you won't be here, but can the boys do it?
I think so. I hope. Well, I hope they can. I don't know what they're going to do, whether they're going to have a guest or rider replacement. I'm not sure how the rules work.
Rules work, you're fourth in the averages, only rider replacement, unfortunately, mate. So unless Lucas obviously is out for a long term with that flu virus, rider replacement as it stands at the moment.
Yeah, I think they can. I hope so. I mean, they put in a performance tonight against the team that I think Kickers are going well in the league, but I think Eastbourne are more consistent and doing well, not just at home but everywhere they go. So for us to beat them here when we've been beat by some lesser teams in the last couple of weeks, yeah, I think it puts us in good stead to win next week.
Well, we wish you well next Saturday. Hopefully it goes well for you in the Intercontinental final, and we'll certainly be doing what we can to keep the boys going next Friday here at Oxford to keep the winning run going.
Great, thanks a lot. See you.
Ladies and gentlemen, just get that same concert. Fans around on the terrace, go and sign some autographs. Ladies and gentlemen, you stay behind the wall, we'll send the boys over to sign some autographs. Jono, you go and sign some autographs, mate. The fans, there's the biggest crowd, mate. What are you doing? You're obviously like, just going to do it quickly, mate. The biggest crowd of the night, mate. You must be pleased. Oh, wrapped on. Okay then, let's move on. Well, let's bring them forward together. The pair. What a night. It was a crunch heat 15. I think it was like Grand Prix style, wasn't it? Demo, you guys sign some autographs, mate. The fans, there. Sign some autographs. E15, wow, did it feel like the Grand Prix all over again, Jimmy?
Well, I think Heathrow team was one of the big ones, and obviously we had to finish it off in 15. In the first game, we made a very good run, but the second one was even better, and we kept away.
Game positions, were they crucial there for winning the top seed 15?
Yeah, we had 2 and 4 in our team, and that was a hard one, but we had a choice of 1 and 3, so I think that was the best choice.
You certainly worked well as a player. You knew exactly what you were going to do. Martin Newell was obviously going to be quick on game 2. You knew what you had to do into the turn.
Yeah, we ride well together. Me and Tom teams understand each other, and we both make a good start, so it makes life a lot easier.
Certainly does. It's been a difficult run for the boys in recent weeks. It's nice to turn the corner or win at last.
Yeah, I think we won a match, and it was a very strong team, so hopefully we can keep it up.
Obviously, Brian, introduction on Monday.
Yeah, it'd be good. I mean, we'd have to get some more scores, and for Britain coming into a winning team must be a lot nicer than coming into a losing team, so we'll show pressure off the shoulders a bit.
Certainly confident for Monday then.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, Jimmy, we wish you well. If we can ask you to go and sign some autographs before you disappear, if you can, for the supporters that are out here waiting for the autographs. But Tom, well, it's been a difficult month in July. Obviously, the cheaters have struggled. Mechanical problems for yourself, but certainly tonight, he's 13 and 15. Wow, they were crunch ones.
Yeah, I guess so. It's, but that's what Jimmy and I was one of 5 employees to do, is to win crucial heat like that, especially here at home. So I think it's expected of us. Personally, we feel that we've got to do that, and we're extremely pleased about that. We managed to pull it off against an absolute fantastic team, and against 2 class riders in Martin and Joe.
Certainly are. Obviously, the racing surface here is superb at the moment. Excellent racing. We saw it last week in the Young England Australia Test match. Certainly again tonight. Great passing, great spectacle.
So I think the bit of work overnight did help us immensely, and it did allow us to pass. I mean, which was nice. Nice to get behind, you got an opportunity. So we're extremely happy with that. And these riders we spawn, I guess they'll really excited about winning tonight. But they caught up on a good night, and a bit of a 1 point our way.
Certainly did. We've not had Lady Luck in recent weeks, but certainly tonight he 15. Obviously, coming in Monday, Brian Hanson, a new addition to the squad. Difficult with Jan Stenman going, obviously, but certainly the performances, Brian coming in to strengthen the side.
Yeah, it was, I'm sorry to see Steckers go. I really enjoyed riding with Steckers. Being at number 2, and Belgia's offered him some work, and I'm sure he can do very well up there. I wish him good luck. And yeah, excited to see Brian coming in. I think Brian needs race activity. I think living in Sweden and only doing the Swedish league, and he hasn't been doing much elsewhere. I think this is probably a good, true reason why he hasn't scored so well. So I think they come back to the British league. He might start off a bit slow, but I look forward to the way he gets back to like we now we can, and be a good number 3 for us.
And certainly what a meeting to size. Home debut next Friday against a team that's loaded to us, Coventry.
Yeah, well there you go. The American boys is going to be a tough one. So we certainly hope that Brian can score as many points, and hope that he's going to prove to really go on.
You must have been pleased as a rider. The crowd here this evening, the biggest crowd here at Oxford, probably for 2 seasons.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Big appreciation to all you guys for coming out here tonight. It's, we have been losing our last few meetings, and I'm not afraid to put my hand up and say that I've been a big cause of that. We're only scoring 5 points on each occasion, so it's nice to get a few points under the belt, and great to see that you guys are rewarded and coming back.
Well, we wish you well. We know you've got a busy weekend. You're off to Slovenia tomorrow?
Yeah, we're not again. Slovenia tomorrow, and we got a ball on Sunday, and Wolves Monday, and Sweet Tuesday, so it's a bit of a hectic time.
Keep you active. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, please, let's hear it. For Croatia!
Right, before we all go, let's just run through the individual score charts to finish the evening off with. And first of all, for the cheaters, thanks for leading us in. Tom Croatia had 9 in the bonus. Jan Steckler is finale here at Cowley, 5 and 2 bonus points. Steve Johnson had 6 in the bonus. Jimmy Johnson had 11 and 2 bonus points. Alex Tribble had 6. Mark Lemon 9 and 1 bonus point. And for the Eagles, Martin Dugar had 7 and 1 bonus point. Lee Barker 9 and 2 bonus. David Norris 4 and a bonus. Paul Hurry 8. Joe Street had 13. Patrick Coco had 3. And Per Western had no need to score. Well, that's it. That wraps up a very successful night for the cheerleaders tonight. Don't forget the video will be on sale next week of tonight's proceedings. So get your order in now. And until next week when we have the Coventry Leagues coming along for League action, I wish you all a very good night.